You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast, so if you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot, turn this off before you get butthurt and mad, start to cry, have to run to your safe space. All opinions are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any government agency. Welcome to MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. I'm getting me and Holster up here. There we go. Had to readjust him. He was a little closer once we went live than he was before. Did I accidentally hang up on you a while ago or something?
No, we had a weird electronic glitch that just you started to slow down, then it just cut us. And I'm like, whoa, this ain't good.
Well, we are here. Going to be the end of watch episode, unfortunately. And am I hearing an echo? I'm not sure. Anyway,
I'm outside. Shouldn't be on my end.
But this is the end of watch episode. Unfortunately, there is a crap ton of
way too damn many.
Yeah, way too many. It's not making much sense to me on why they have so many. So it's like 50 something, but we'll get to them. We do have some stories we're going to talk about, and which we'll get to those also. Freebar was supposed to be here tonight, and I got tied up when I got home and totally forgot to call him. Remind him or see if he was coming or not, but that's on me, not him at all.
I'm getting reports that they can't hear you. They can hear me though.
I don't know why.
Getting reports that they can't hear you. They can hear me though. You want to try to call me back? I called you this time.
I don't know.
Take 1 week off, all of a sudden we forgot how to use everything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do this. Go ahead and why don't you start talking about the one of the stories while I'm trying to figure it out, since you can hear me and they can't.
All right.
So let's see. So we can start reading it, and I'll see if I can figure why I'm not.
Which one you want? The Livingston or the Leesville, Louisiana? It's kind of a short story.
Yeah, just go ahead and talk about it, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out why I'm not coming to.
All right. Sheriff's deputy shot suspect who stabbed him with a machete. That makes complete sense. I don't know why he would be in trouble. Leesville, Louisiana. Associated Press, a Louisiana sheriff's deputy was stabbed by a suspect before firing 2 rounds and wounding his attackers, authorities said Monday. The American Press reports that the suspect, Malcolm Holcomb, 46, of Leesville, was recovering from surgery at the Central Louisiana Hospital following the Sunday evening attack. He faces multiple charges, including attempted murder and aggravated assault on a police officer. It was not immediately clear whether Holcomb is represented by an attorney who could comment on his behalf. Vernon Parish Sheriff Sam Kraft said deputies were at a home to serve a warrant when the man threatened them with a machete. Attempts by a deputy and bail bondsman to stop the man with a stun gun failed, and he wounded the deputy in the ribcage before the deputy fired, Kraft said. He said the deputy was being treated for minor injuries. Yeah, that dude definitely needed to get shot in my book. You go whacking on a cop with a machete. You're bringing a knife to a gunfight. I'm not sure why this guy thought that.
Can y'all hear me now?
I could always hear you. You have to see if they can.
That's what I'm checking. All right. There, I think I can be heard now. All right. So,
Okay.
and I fixed the echo problem. I figured it out. I'm not a genius when it comes to this crap. So y'all gotta bear with me sometimes. Anyway, this is one where didn't they try to tase him first right there?
Yeah.
Also?
Yeah, they
just
attempted to hit him with the taser, and the taser failed, because tasers aren't the ultimate weapon. A lot of people think, just tase them. Well, I hate to tell you, I've seen people get hit with that taser, and they charge after you even faster. It's like you recharge their batteries. So, no, you got a machete in your hand. I'm surprised the officer stopped at 2 rounds.
Well, that thing is, but he might not have got shot if they wouldn't have tried to taser him first, at least.
Oh, absolutely.
People need to stop. Understand these tools are great. All these less than lethal tools are good, but sometimes you got to think he's got a deadly weapon. Oh, Bam coming here and reminded me I had turned my video off. There I am. All right, back on video. I'm gonna get it straight one day. It's been a week for me. Anyway, the less than lethal tools are great, but when somebody has holding a deadly weapon in that, especially I think with a bladed weapon, I think it's still a 21-foot reactionary grab. Within 21 feet. If your gun's still holstered, they're going to get you and stab you before you can pull your gun out and shoot. You're going to shoot them, but you're going to get stabbed.
Yeah.
Don't pull it. I'm going to tell you, if somebody has a machete, a knife, or anything, I'm not pulling a taser out. I'm not trying to spray him. I'm coming out with my gun because he can kill me with that knife. I'm sorry.
Easily. One good swat. Your head can come off.
This deputy, he's lucky. He's lucky that he didn't die. I mean, he got stabbed with a freaking machete at that. That's crazy.
Absolutely. Crazy shit.
Ridiculous. If Freebird's watching tonight, I apologize. I got hemmed up and totally forgot to call. But you forgot to call me also, Freebird, so it's not all on me.
There you go. Two-way street.
That's right. I'm gonna push some of the. I'm gonna share the blame on this one. How's that? Can we share it?
All I know is it ain't my fault.
It's not your fault. I don't know. I think I sent this story. Yes, Anastasia, we love Freebird too, and if Freebird's not busy, we're gonna do an extra one Friday night, probably maybe a little bit later than this one, if anybody wants to watch it, and it's going to be like a Kids Gone Wild. It's going to be all of it's going to be a bunch of on juveniles and stuff like that. And how these freaking juveniles have just lost their whole fucking mind and on this lick challenge shit and stuff like that.
I mean, you got kids around the United States right now that are kidnapping principals and doing things to them. It's weird. Now they've got this new slap challenge where you got to run up and slap the ass of your teacher.
It's going to work out good for some people. Aaron's here. If anybody listened to the last one I just put out Sunday, Aaron is from the I Had to Say It podcast. I love his podcast. If y'all get a chance, go check him out. I was on here. We both putting out the same audio this past week. We kind of shared, and we went way longer than we expected. We went damn near 2 hours. But so it's going to be a part 1 and 2. But go check it out. But Aaron's here, and I appreciate him coming watch it. I think I sent it to you. I'm not sure if I'd sent you this one. Anyway, this story here is good old Louisiana story. And it just came out today. Anyway,
Louisiana man in the Mustang?
No, Louisiana state trooper is on leave. LSU University opens a Title IX investigation after complaints of inappropriate post-game party behavior with Tiger band members. Okay, Title IX, how do I explain it? It's basically, I guess, inappropriate behavior, sexual assault, groping. It's you can look it up. I'm not going to try to do it.
Basically, while you're on the job, don't go get drunk with some, wild teenage girls. All right? Please don't do that.
It says, hours after a WBRZ inquiry from Chief Investigator Chris Nakamoto to the state police, troopers issued a mass statement to news outlets about a weeks-old investigation into complaints of a state trooper and misconduct involving members of the LSU band at an away football game. I guess that whole thing about the flute at band camp might be true. These band people, they just be some party and just party animal. There's attorney and the state representative Sherman Mack. Oh, what the hell? Oh, attorney and state representative Sherman Mack is representing the female band member. He said what happened to her is not just a policy violation, but a violation of the law. He claims she was the victim of a sexual battery or assault.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on, let me finish the story and then I'm sure I'm thinking the same fucking thing. First of all, both she and her family say they respect law enforcement and they back the blue. Well, thank you very much.
They literally fucked the police.
Yes, Max said. And I actually know Sherman Mack, like, personally. I knew the man before when he was like a law clerk, and he's a state representative now and got his own law firm and everything else. So it's been a long time. Like I said, I know this man. He's a good guy. This is in no way an infringement on law enforcement. There was an incident that was inappropriate that she reported to the band director. Following that incident being reported, LSU followed protocols and opened a Title IX investigation. Hold on. I got an ad there for Jim's Firearms. Why does it keep going to Jim's Firearms? Stop it. I mean, I love guns too, but stop. Look, the third time I'm losing my mind here. Chris Nakamoto learned of complaints about misconduct involving the trooper and at least one female member of the band while traveling to Mississippi State game. According to complaints, a trooper traveling on duty to the game was later in a hotel room with band members. Allegations of misconduct, including drinking and touching that was sexual in nature. Max said his client is giving a statement to the state police on Thursday. I do not doubt my client, Max said. I have known that family a long time, and they are good people. LSU told Nakamoto in WBRZ there is now a Title IX investigation underway involving the incident. WBRZ has made an editorial decision to not name the trooper at this time. State police refused to elaborate on the incident, instead issuing a statement. Basically, the state police is not going to make a comment on it because it's a open investigation. That's what they don't. They always do that. So I'm not going to read their whole thing. I know the guy. I believe he is on leave. He's been relieved of his duty.
And they took his firearm, right?
Yes, they
collected all of his gear.
They collected all his shit. Anyway, but that's going on. So stay tuned. We'll see if more of this story comes out. I have my own speculations on it.
She's over the age of 18, obviously.
Well, yeah, she's in college, so she's. They said sexual misconduct. They didn't say no, statutory or nothing like that.
No, at one point they said wasn't it sexual battery?
Sexual assault.
No,
victim of sexual battery or assault.
Can we take a second to discuss the fact that literally, didn't they say they were flirting back and forth on the way to, and then later on he was in her room? So at some point the conversation came up because an officer is not just going to go, "Hey, I feel like risking my job. I'm going to just knock on your door and come in."
Yeah. That's. Hopefully they'll report on the whole rest of the story because I have my speculations. I mean, it's a state trooper. this is a young woman, let's say, because I'm sure she's 18 or older if she's in college.
Right.
Did she agree to something and then her parents found out about her? Did she do something
Or
and feel
his
bad about it?
boyfriend
Or
found out about it?
Boyfriend found out, or did she drink too much and did some? Because hey, alcohol's the worst thing. I tell people, teenagers, anybody, grown ass men, I tell anybody, if you're out in a bar, and I've never done. I've actually said when in my younger days I said no, because if you go home with a drunk girl, that especially if she's extremely drunk and let's say y'all hook up or do something, and the next day she wakes up and she like really regrets it because she was really drunk, she could get your ass in a whole lot of trouble.
That's why you're supposed to leave,
So,
sir. You tell him your name's Jim Jones. Yeah.
No, do not take advice from Holstera on this. You may end up in prison. But
Oh God.
don't, if you do take what's that country song? If you do take a drunk girl home, leave her there and put her in her house, lock the door behind you, and leave. Don't be having sex with drunk women because you can get. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but they can wake up and say, oh, I didn't want to do that, and then boyfriends find out, husbands find out. Next thing you know, you're fighting a rape charge or something like that. So it could have been something like that too. So I guess we'll find out.
She's gonna wake up and think it was a dream because I ain't there.
He should have had a little more discretion. But I mean, see, he could have been in his 20s too. They got some young troopers out there, so I guess we'll wait and see on this one. So I'm not gonna make a total judgment. I mean, like I said, it could went. I just don't see him. I just don't see the state trooper just taking advantage of her without her consent. So I think that's just my opinion. But I mean, you never know. They got some cops out there that are just dumb, stupid motherfuckers too. So,
Yeah, because I mean, you already know we already got a bullseye on our back. Something stupid like that, you're gonna get fried.
Yes.
Don't even try it.
Well, Alex Moreau is here.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
That's your friend? Yeah, I thought that was your friend. All right. Well, we got that one out of the way. That was just a breaking story that came out today. I was like, yeah, just got to talk about it because it's fucked up. LSU has been had a lot of Title IX shit going on lately. Y'all can Google it or DuckDuckGo it or do whatever you need to do and look it up and read about. I mean, they've had all kind of Title IX crap going on over there. So this isn't new for LSU at all, unfortunately. But let's go to the next story because, like I said, we got a lot of.
Yeah. Which one you want to do next?
What you pulling up next?
Texas police hilariously educate bad parkers by gifting them coloring pages and encouraging them to stay in the lines.
You can read that one. That one is hilarious.
Let's see. While staying in the lines is definitely a challenge skill to obtain for a kindergartner, it would seem obvious that people would get the hang of it by the time they reach adulthood and are old enough to get a driver's license. And my teenager's guilty of this as well. But surely not the case for everyone. It's certainly annoying to see people parking across two parking spots anywhere, but it's even worse to spot a terrible parking job next to a handicapped parking spot. A police department in Southlake, Texas, came up with a simple yet genius solution to the problem and are trolling people who park terribly with these flyers. Oh, I love it. Police in Southlake, Texas, come up with the witty idea to teach a lesson to people with poor parking skills. I'm not sure if you got a photo to pop up for the people or not.
No, I didn't bring a photo, but you can.
Okay, so
it's hilarious.
It has a gigantic arm patch like we wear on our shoulder, and it says right above it, it goes, and that's for you to color in. And it says, "We notice you have a little trouble staying in the lines when you parked next to a handicap space." And it shows the, he's showing you there. It shows the little arm patch, and it goes, "Maybe by practicing coloring our patch and staying in the lines, here, it could help you avoid citations in the future." The Southlake South Department of Public Safety came up with the really creative idea for how to fight terrible parking. They made a flyer with a coloring page for the drivers who can't park properly and learn to stay in the lines. While some policemen would simply find the driver who can't manage to park properly, South Lake Police go the extra mile by teaching them a lesson. We noticed you had a little trouble staying at the lines, and you parked in a handicapped space. Maybe practicing color a patch and staying in the lines there will help you avoid a citation in the future, warns the flyer.
That's just.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. I would have wrote him a ticket and give him that.
That's just.
But
it's just fucking hilarious that they put you a call. Say, hey, you stupid motherfucker, you park worse shit. Because you know what? I mean, everybody's got to hate it. You know, you're in a parking spot, especially if you're somewhere busy, like packed parking, and
like
I am not one of them people that will. Bam hates it, but because I'm not going to drive around for half an hour, so I don't have to walk that far. I will drive to the back of the parking lot and park and walk my ass. It ain't like my fat ass don't need exercise anyway, and walk up there. And I see these motherfuckers. They could have got their shit and been out, and they're still driving around the parking lot. Look, because they're too fucking lazy to walk. But it's more aggravating when the motherfuckers that park where they done took up. They're just like right on the line, so nobody else can park or whatever. That shit pisses me the fuck off so bad.
Well, see, I got that problem because I drive a lifted Ram that's very wide because I have aftermarket tires, mud tires, and stuff, and so I can't actually fit in a spot. It takes me about a spot and a half, so I go way out.
Yeah, I mean, but that's okay. I mean, you're not like trying to park by the door or something like a lot of these people are. So anyway, I think that's just hilarious. Kind of like they said them little things that you could put on people's cars. It says, thanks for parking so close to me. Next time, leave a fucking can opener so I can get in my car or something like that. I remember those stickers. Those were great. But I thought that was a little funny story there. Which one's your favorite?
No, my favorite's when you see somebody with a lifted truck like mine pull up next to like a lowered car, and they're so close to the line they just get out and walk down the car, like use it for a step stool.
Well,
we do that shit around here all the time.
The next story, and this one, me and you talked about it when it came out just a couple days ago. It's a local story around Baton Rouge area here again. A lot of those this week from October 3rd. Anyways,
he's a dirty boy.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. I did pull a picture of him up. Let me see. Yeah, this fella right here. I almost forgot. Did all that work. I almost forgot. There he is, right there. That's him. Anyways, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A man was arrested after admitting to filming women in a grocery store without their consent. East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office at 29-year-old Dana Harris Johnson. That's him up on screen if you're watching live or watching the video. Was arrested at the Walmart on College Drive Saturday around 1 p.m. Deputies said Harris Johnson admitted to having 19 videos on his phone that he had taken of women while they were bending over to grab items in the store. Arrest documents noted that all the women were wearing dresses, skirts, or shorts. Harris Johnson was booked in East Baton Rouge Parish Prison for video voyeurism and was bonded, and his bond was set at $5,000. Short story. The reason I read this one is because of what the story says. I might have an issue with it. He videoed people that were bending over with clothes on. They said the man admits to taking upskirt videos. That with this story, he didn't do upskirt videos. That is like the ones where like women you like underneath it. He basically videoed people that were bending over.
From a distance. He wasn't going up underneath their skirt and taking a picture of their vagina.
Exactly. If you're wearing shorts with your ass hanging out, which is in style again,
thank God,
at LSU campus anyway, because at the last few football games, that's all you see is butt cheeks everywhere. Or if you're wearing a skirt that's so short when you bend over and your shit showing, or stuff like that, and he's standing down the aisle and to me, that should be no expectation of privacy. I should be able to have the Walmart security guy put in jail then that's watching the cameras that you can't tell me, oh, there's a girl bending over and zooms in and looks at the shit. It's no different on that case. So I don't understand. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But the way this story reads here, I don't think he was really breaking. Since it was filming them without their permission. They're in a public environment. You're in a public place. You can't have any expectation of privacy. That's just like, I mean, when you're walking down the street and people have surveillance cameras on their businesses and houses and all that stuff. You're being videoed everywhere you go now. Unless you're in your own house, you don't have any expectation of privacy like that. It ain't like I said, it ain't like he had a camera or something on his shoe and was videotaping them while they're standing there.
No, these women, to wear those
choose to wear that clothes and bend over. If you don't want people looking or doing something, don't wear it. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
that's like a woman. You ever see them? They wear those deep cut T-shirts, to where it's right above their nipple, and then they say, "Why are you looking at my boobs?"
Yeah, they're standing there talking to you, and they have these big boobs, and they have a low cut shirt on, and like my eyes are up here.
I'm like, your tits are down there.
Well, you got, your nipples just about to pop out the top of your shirt. And you wore that because you wanted me to look at it. You didn't wear it just because, your tits were, you're trying to suntan just half of them or something. But I just don't, I don't see the law that this guy broke here. I just don't know.
Not in Louisiana anyway. In the South, we're pretty.
I think some woman must have saw him do it, and I can't believe he took a picture of my ass, when I was bent over. But it ain't like he was sneaking doing it. You bent over, and he was like, "Yep." I mean, how he wasn't taking a selfie of himself, and your ass just got in the way?
Some Kardashian ass.
You might have ass photo bombed his selfie. I mean, it's just they say an upskirt. I just don't see how this is gonna fall.
In the old days, upskirt was a completely different term.
I don't know. I don't know. This one's just one of those. I'd have had a hard time making an arrest on that one. Just
fact. I think it's wrongful arrest. He'll end up suing for it if he don't get a public defender.
Or if he don't get and gets off of it and gets out of it.
You disappeared on me.
I know. I was.
Oh, okay.
I rearranged my stuff here, okay? And I'm trying to keep track, being organized with my trusted tablet here.
Oh. Going old school with the actual paper. I don't know where paper is in my house.
I still write. I know how to write in cursive, too. How about that?
I can, too. The problem is I like to write so fast that I write in both cursive.
You know I'm old because I write in cursive still. Because I'm old school like that.
Well, you at least know no millennial's going to steal your notes.
Yeah, you won't be able to read them. It's like, what the hell? Do you have the story, Walmart asked police not to prosecute, man?
The chick that pooped on herself?
Huh?
Or the guy that pooped on himself or something?
No. This is,
Walmart asked police not to prosecute man who stole diapers after his credit card was declined.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I read the wrong clip notes on that. It'd have been funnier the other way, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I mean, did he steal Depends? I mean,
I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. All right. Though it looks similar to other posts on the Winter Haven Police Department. Oh, that's actually not far away from here. Facebook page asking for help finding people who swiped goods from the local Walmart. Responses to this one were different. Photos in the now removed September 18th post showed a man who tried to use two different credit cards in the store's self-checkout line to buy diapers. But around 4:30 p.m. September 15th, he was holding one child in his arm and another by the hand. After leaving the store empty-handed, the man returned this time without the children. He filled a cart with some items and left without paying. So when your card is declined and you try another one with the same result, that is not a license to just walk out of the store with the items anyway, says the Winter Haven Police, according to the screenshot published by the Washington Post. This is kind of up there with the whole, if somebody steals bread to feed their family, are they in fact still a thief? But
did Walmart call the police? I'm
sure AP did, because AP's their whole different. They don't have to take anything from the management.
Walmart, if Walmart wants to let people have free shit, tell your security people not to call the cops.
I'm sure they would have been fine with him being arrested, but since it went live and became a phenomenon, and all of a sudden there was all this bad PR on Walmart for trying to take down somebody that was poor. That's when they decided to backpedal.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just call me an ass or whatever. Hello, Jed. If you can't have kids, if you can't afford kids, if you can't afford shit, don't have kids. You gotta have a friend or something. I understand your kids need diaper, but fuck. I was in a situation a while back where we got a call from a stop and rob. Guy walked out with, some food and stuff, and didn't pay for him. He shoplifted them. We find the guy. We bring him back to the store, get a positive ID. Well, then the manager of the store, she don't want to press charges. My problem with this is if you know because a lot of times these managers don't have to go to court. That's why they don't want to press double. Just tell them not to come back. Well, you know what? You put my life and this guy's life in risk and possible danger because I went out and went and caught. How you know this guy wouldn't pull a gun on me or something else could happen? We got a car chase. 100 things could have happened that could have went wrong. That people could have got hurt. And now you just want to say, "Oh, I'm not." Just let them go. If you're gonna do that, don't fucking call. Just let them go.
Yeah, but that's right up there with the whole domestic violence thing where, she calls crying on the phone, screaming he's about to kill me. We get there and she goes, "Oh, no, he didn't do anything."
Yeah. So,
I want to wring their neck.
That shit, I understand a man's poor. I feel sorry for him, whatever. They have government programs and assistance that if he's that poor, I'm sure that he can he can get government assistance to help buy stuff. And if you're on government assistance and you're needing that much help, and it pisses me off when I see you. I don't think, but I just, we can go on another thing. It pisses me off when I see people on SNAP, food stamps, whatever you want to call it, and they're in the store and they're buying Red Bulls and fucking Hershey bars and shit like that. If you need help, I totally understand it, but I think you should only be able to buy fruits, vegetables, meats, chickens, fish.
The necessities, not the...
A Red Bull and fucking, a whatchamacallit bar or whatever, Hershey bar or whatever, that's a privilege, okay? That's not...
treat.
You shouldn't be able to buy that shit with it. I'm sorry. There should be only certain foods. I don't think you should be able to take a food stamps card and go out and buy, porterhouse steaks with it.
I want to give you one even more fun. Every time you go to a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant, ask them if they take EBT or SNAP.
I've seen some that do now. A lot of them do.
Yeah, like Taco Bell and shit. You pull up and they're like, "Yeah, we take the EBT." That
is, to me, that is
a luxury.
Yes, that is a luxury to have. That's not a necessity to stay alive. If you're staying alive on Taco Bell,
your insides are ruined.
Yes, and you probably need more government assistance for toilet paper. But that's my opinion. Like I said, call me an asshole. It says
that's most people's opinion.
It's warnings on the stuff before, and it's like, I don't know. I just, it pisses me off anyway. Just, all right, we go on the story. I'm gonna get on the fucking tirade rant about fucking.
Oh, you want me to keep going with this one?
No, we good enough. I'm sure they probably gave them 2 cases of diapers after they felt sorry for them.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I kind of scrolled down to the bottom here. And they got so much negative backlash talking about how the low-income people have been taking abuse in the most wealthiest of countries, and they should feel sorry for this man. So, yes, they dropped all charges.
Oh, sure, and they probably gave them, free shit. So
probably. Hey, thanks for robbing me. Here's some more free shit.
Here's some more stuff. What is that in San Francisco and New York and all these places? I just watched a thing last night on San Francisco where, the people are just, it was in a convenience store, some little mom and pop store. They have locked cases. When you're shopping, it's inside of these locked cases.
like toothbrushes.
The fucking deodorant and shit like that. They have to lock up the deodorant. They showed another store, it's a clothing store. They have chains, like big bike chains with the rubber running through all of the clothes and shit and the suits and stuff, and they're chaining the fucking floor so you can't steal. You got to have somebody come out and unchain their clothes just to try them on. It's gotten that bad. It's so fucking stupid.
Have you seen where a lot of them have actually reverted to like hiring people to stand there with a baseball bat and going, hey, just beat the shit out of them? Because the bad thing is over there, unless you steal over $1,000, you can't even be arrested. So they know to steal exactly $950 worth of items and just walk out. Well, the business owners are getting tired of it. So they're starting to go rogue and just like beating people half to death.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, that's because the district attorney won't do nothing. They need to vote that fucker out. Jed said that you should be supposed to be only cold and non-prepared food. Yeah, they've changed a lot. Well, I don't know. I know where you're at, Jed. Maybe it's like that. They've changed. It used to be like that here, but you know how they were getting around it. I don't know. They sell a lot of these gas stations will have like Hunt pizzas. It's like a little, you know, you can buy a whole pizza, whatever. Well, a long time ago, you wasn't able to buy the pizza with your food stamp card because it was already cooked. So what they would do is they would sell you the frozen pizza and then cook it there for you. It's the same fucking thing I was just buying. It's just they're going to find ways around everything. Aaron says that he was broke for years and nobody ever gave him free shit that he feels discriminated against.
No.
Yeah. Well, I did. I got my letter from FEMA because of the clubhouse roof down there. I'm gonna have to repair. And I figured I was going to have to come out of pocket for it, whatever. I'll go work overtime and do it because that's what you do. But they told me, you know, to go get a small business loan to fix my roof. I'm like, I'm not a fucking business. I mean, at all. It's like I know somebody else. I got a friend of mine. He got the same exact letter, and it's the house that I understand this is considered a second residence I have. You don't live in it, but this guy lives in his house, and they sent him to the same exact letter. Go apply for a small bit. You know what?
Which is technically tax fraud.
FEMA can go just fuck themselves. Yeah, that's all. Fuck FEMA. That's how I feel about it.
Agreed. The Red Cross does more for people than FEMA's ass.
It just on a rant tonight. We can do one just on fucking politics. This little funny one right here. I looked all over to find the video of it. I'm gonna play the audio for y'all, but I couldn't find the video to play it. Same thing here with the Hunt Pizza, but all the gas station refused to do it because they know they'll get fucked. Well, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of them places do it because I've seen them doing it before. I'm like, this is bullshit. Anyway, this news article is from Louisiana. We have the Louisiana Lottery, then they have the Powerball, and I don't play it. Well, they had one that was up to like $685 million. And, of course, when it gets that high, everybody's buying it except me. I didn't buy it because the chances of winning was like 1 in, I don't know. You got a better chance of getting hit by fucking lightning, okay, than winning this thing.
But then you could have had a Mustang and cocaine.
Well, yeah, this reporter, I'm going to play the audio, but this reporter was live at this stop and rob, and she was like talking to people, and she asked this man what he would do if he won the lottery.
You bought your ticket. What are you going to do with that money if you...
Well, I'm definitely going to get a new supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust and about 5 kilos of cocaine, and I'll be getting
Okay, so you like cars. I don't like cars. I don't know what I would do with all of that money. I would have to sit on it, pray on it for a day, figure out what I want to do with it. But
she's like, she just turns around and she's like, yeah, I don't know about cars, but that coke, you're going to have a hard time moving 5 keys. I mean.
She's like, I'm going to pray on it. In other words, I'll pray for you, buddy.
You won the $650-something million, Jed? We got to share some of that. Send me $1 or $2. Then.
Shit, send me a kilo. No,
but this guy, I mean, get
rid of it and retire.
I mean, he was very specific on he's going to buy a supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust, and 5 kilos of cocaine. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 keys.
His heart's going to explode long before he gets to spend the rest
I was like, she's just like, well, okay, I just don't know much about cars. I mean, I'd have been like, 5, really, dude? I mean, you're going to be fucked up. I mean, gee.
Oh, my God. If I ever won that, now I know I'd have to go on there and tell them I buy hookers.
Then the reporter's like, well, I just have to sit on it and pray on it. Thinking, you can sit on it, all right. Just, God, I wouldn't be. I'd be praying on my money, praying that my family didn't find out about it, because I'm gonna have cousins, aunts, and uncles that ain't spoke to me or I didn't know about forever, because really none of my family really much speaks to me. I'm like, they have black sheep, and I mean, I'm beyond the black sheep. Just as he's got kilos for everybody, just like. You get a kilo. If everyone looks under their chair in the studio audience, there's a kilo of cocaine for you.
Hands in the air, DEA. Yeah. Oh, God.
Chair number 6, we ran out. That's fentanyl, so be careful. It's like, yeah, don't do as much because it could kill you.
God.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, that dude, I mean, he was ready. He knew what he wanted straight off the bat. It's like supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust on it. I got to get it. I'm going to get it good.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'll take one of them new Z06 Camaros and, about a half pound of Viagra and a bunch of hookers. They'd be like, just turn this guy off.
Well, they had that one that did say that one time. He says, I'm going to buy some cocaine and some hookers. And the person was like, well, okay, we're on live TV. Well, what
are you going to do with the rest of the $600 million?
Yeah, I mean, well, let me tell you what. I'm going to get that $20 lot lizard because I ain't been able to afford her before. She got 3 teeth. The other ones, they ain't got none. This one got 3. $20. I can.
She got 3. At least she can open the condom wrapper.
Yeah, she can do that, and she can open a beer.
Oh yeah, snap
the glass bottle, snap it off. I think that's how she lost the other ones, but
some people never learn.
No. Hello, Roy. How you doing? Jesse, he's got a hilarious MOTORCOP story for us. Just found out today they hear that a local got a 30-year IT fired. Huh. 600 mil. I'd have I'd have me. If I ever wanted, I already said I was going to buy like 100 or 200 acres and build me a house right in the middle of it. And
the key is just disappear. Don't even go back home.
Got to get the dogs, man. I just can't.
Well, you send somebody to go get the dogs that you trust and have them stay at random hotels.
Yeah. This next story here is from Chicago, I believe. St. Louis. It's from Chicago 32, but it's St. Louis. A St. Louis deputy was indicted for murder and is getting support from a carjacking victim who says the officer saved his life. We're inside that Dodge Ram truck, and he's on top of me with a screwdriver, and he's trying to stab me in the chest and my face with that screwdriver. Stephen Burgett told the news people earlier this week. James Buchanan was indicted for second-degree murder and armed criminal action for shooting and killing a suspected carjacker, William Burgess, back in July of 2020. The 67-year-old victim, Burgett, and his grandson were at a McDonald's drive-thru in St. Louis when Burgess approached the vehicle and attempted to stab Burgett through the window with a screwdriver. After getting behind the wheel of a pickup truck, Burgess attempted to run over the victims, who were now on the sidewalk. Burgess hit the grandfather in the leg but missed his 10-year-old grandson before crashing the pickup truck. According to St. Louis County Media Relations Officer Tracy Panis, St. Louis police officers stopped to assist the victims In the same instant, the fully uniformed but off-duty Deputy Buchanan chased down the suspect and shot him. William Burgess later died from the bullet wound.
That's why.
Why? Because he died?
No, because he wasn't proactively trying to commit a forcible felony. Probably shot him in the back.
His client shot the suspect in self-defense. Burgett thanks Deputy Buchanan so much for saving his life and his grandson. Although Burgett wishes the shooting did not happen, he believes Burgess died for his sins.
Wow.
Buchanan has been with the Sheriff's Department for 20 years. He faces 10 to 30 years to life behind bars if convicted of the murder.
Because the suspect was fleeing. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
Had he had shot him back when he was trying to stab him with a screwdriver, he'd have been cleared.
But did he... That's freaking ad crap. Did he...
But the guy was running away.
Didn't say he shot him in the back, though, did it?
He said he was running, and the cop chased him down and shot him to death.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. No good deed goes unpunished, I guess.
Well, but I mean, that's one hell of a character witness right there. When you put in front of a jury that old man with a broken leg and that little 10-year-old boy that's now traumatized for the rest of his life, and they're telling you, I would have died if it had not been for that man. You can play on some serious heartstrings.
Yeah. Well, good riddance to bad fucking rubbish. That's rubbish. Like, this man tried to kill a 60-something-year-old dude with his 10-year-old grandson right there and stuff like that. You know what the problem is in those states you're not allowed to have, like, guns and shit in your car? Because out here, if they'd have done that, most likely the old man would have blasted his fucking ass with something.
I've been like, see, grandson, that's what happens.
You gonna come at me with a Phillips head? Motherfucker. Here's a hollow point for you. Nope, not gonna happen. All right. Let's just go ahead and do the hot nut story now. Figure out which one, because then when we do the end of watch, I don't need to do that after that. So I'm going to give the my vote is for the upskirt guy. I don't believe it was upskirt, but it's just stupid. I mean, I don't understand people why you run around and take pictures of random women's
Well, maybe
asses.
he's going to sell them on OnlyFans. I don't know. I mean, I know you sell pictures of your feet on there. It's quite productive.
I do. I sell pictures of my feet, and the most popular ones that people like to buy of my feet on OnlyFans is me with mud oozing between my toes. It's just, I don't know what it is. They just love it.
That sounds so sexy.
It's very warm and squishy too. But I mean, with the internet and stuff now, I mean, there's no need for that. So
I guess so. Yeah, that he's an idiot. He shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. But
so he'll get the hot nuts, jorts, because he might have got a picture of some hot nuts. All right, let's get on to the. Roy said he just barfed. Well, we got to get the. It's like, what is that right there? Oh, that's his right ball sack.
Testiculars.
All right, no more joking. We got the end of watch. There's 50. I think there's 56. Actually, there's more because they had two. They had two that were not on this official list or something I go to, but I knew they happened, so I added them at the end. So we're gonna read them out. Unfortunately, me and Holster had this discussion. I'm gonna say probably 95% of these are COVID deaths, and you would think, because we were talking about that, you would think that they were older people. I mean, I had COVID and recovered. Bam had COVID. I mean, I'm 50. She's in her 40. And, I had 2 bad days, but nothing that I guess some people go to the hospital more or whatever. I mean, it was bad. I'm not going to lie. It was bad. But I started pulling up some of these people's biostats, and it was like the majority of them were in their 30s.
Shit didn't make sense.
It was like 30-something years old, 30-something. I mean, because I was looking at their pictures and 30-something. I mean, a shit ton of people in their 30s. So, unfortunately, like I said, it's a lot of them. So, it's like I got like 26 little pages I had to add to this thing to do it. So, let's start reading. This first one here, it's going to be, I got to get really close because I had to make them little. Lieutenant Robert Travelstead from Sonoma County Sheriff's Office, California. Into watch was Wednesday, September 1st. He died of COVID. Sergeant Daniel Eugene Watts of Jacksonville Beach Police Department, Florida. Into watch September 1st, COVID. Police Officer Gregory R. Young, Vernon College Police Department, Texas, September 1st, COVID. So, I mean, the first three right there all in one day is COVID, and the top two are look fairly young. We got, I forgot to put this stuff on. We got Sergeant Brian Mohai, Connecticut State Police, Connecticut, Thursday, September 2nd. Weather or natural disaster. Sergeant William Jeffrey Yancey, Lake City Police Department, Georgia, September 2nd, COVID. Investigator Richard Wendell Humphrey, Baldwin County District Attorney's Office, Alabama, September the 3rd, COVID. Deputy Sheriff Jody Smith, Carroll County Sheriff's Office, Georgia, September 3rd, COVID. Detective Sergeant Derek E. Sidewell, Overton County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee, into watch September 3rd, COVID. City Marshal Michael Allen Keithley, Police Department, West Police Department, Texas, September 3rd was COVID. Then we have Texas Correction Officer 4, Honore Antones, Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correctional Institute, Division of Texas, September 3rd, COVID. Detective Tom Breadlove, Hernando County Sheriff's Office, Florida, September 4th, he was COVID. Police Officer Edgar Morris, Corville Police Department, Tennessee, September 4th with COVID. Sergeant Matthew Chandler Moore, Arkansas Highway Patrol, into watch September 5th, COVID. Deputy Sheriff Michael New, Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, Florida, September 5th, that was COVID. Police Officer Robert Troy Joyner, Ector County Independent School District, Police Department, Texas, September 5th, COVID. Parole Officer 2, UEP Primus III, Texas Department of Criminal Justice Parole Division, Texas, into watch September 5th, COVID. Correctional Officer 5, Glenn Skeens, Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correction Institute, Division of Texas, September 7th, COVID. Deputy Sheriff Darrell Lamar Henderson, Swahisi County Sheriff's Office, is that Michigan? Saturday to September 11th, COVID. Sergeant Gino Capito, Barrington Police Department, Rhode Island, was on September the 11th, COVID. Deputy Sheriff Robert Craig Mills, Butler County Sheriff's Office, Ohio, September 12th, COVID. Police Officer Stephen Jones, Barnell Police Department, South Carolina, September 12th, COVID. Special Agent Dustin Skolvek, Texas Department of Public Safety Criminal Investigation Unit, September 12th, COVID. Texas seemed like they had a rash of it. In Texas,
Whether getting a surge of people coming across the border or don't have to get vaccinated.
yeah, that's true. Corrections Officer 3, Echo Rodriguez, Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correction Institute, Division of Texas, into watch September 2nd, COVID. Lieutenant James Guns, Monroe County Sheriff's Office, Arkansas, was September 13th, COVID. Police Officer Noah Ryan LeBlanc Sr., Laguna Vista Police Department, Texas, September 13th, COVID. Sergeant Stephen L. Marshall, Chatsworth Police Department, Georgia, September 16th, COVID. Police Officer Michelle Gaddy, Georgetown Police Department, Texas, COVID. Lieutenant Ernest Oldham, Plano Police Department, Texas, Thursday, September 16th. COVID, Captain David Edwin McAlpine, New Hanover County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina, September 17th. COVID, Police Officer Carl Proper, Kings Mountain Police Department, North Carolina, September 17th was COVID. Lieutenant John Stewart, Lake City Police Department, South Carolina. End of watch was Friday, September 17th. Vehicle pursuit. Fort Bend Independent School District Police Department, Texas, Sergeant Richard John Frankie. End of watch was September 17th. COVID. Trooper Bryant Pingery, Florida Highway Patrol, September 18th. COVID. Lieutenant Brandy Stock, Brooklet Police Department, Georgia, September 19th. COVID. Senior Police Officer William Jeffrey, Houston Police Department, Texas, September 20th. Cause of death was gunfire. Police Officer Joseph J. Currer, Fond du Lac Police Department, Wisconsin. End of watch was September 22nd. COVID. Deputy Sheriff Luke Ryan Gross, Hancock County Sheriff's Office. That's Maine. Thursday, September 23rd. He was struck by a vehicle. Dallas Police Department, Texas. End of watch was Thursday, September 23rd. Senior Corporal Arnoff Pargas was COVID. Corporal Charles Wayne Cantron, Carroll County Sheriff's Office, Virginia. COVID. Senior Deputy Philip David Barron Jr., Victoria County Sheriff's Office, Texas. End of watch September 24th. COVID. Police Officer Anthony Christopher Testa, West Palm Beach Police Department, was Florida. COVID. Deputy Sheriff Matthew Locke, Hardin County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee. End of watch September 25th was gunfire. Deputy Sheriff Joshua Moores, Nassau County Sheriff's Office, Florida. End of watch September 26th. Cause of death was gunfire. Corporal Robert Wayne Nicholson, Clark County Sheriff's Office, Indiana. End of watch September 26th. COVID. Police Officer Gregory Lynn Triplett, Waverly Police Department, Tennessee. End of watch September 26th. COVID. That's just, it's just so many for COVID. Because I think we've only had, two or three so far.
Yeah.
That was not COVID related. So you can see how COVID has inflated the number.
And I've not seen this many people on the screen at one time ever.
Last month it was worse.
I don't remember.
Yeah, last month it was worse.
I know this month we're already up to 6 officers that have been gunned down during mass shootings.
Yeah. Trooper Eric T. Gudson, Washington State Patrol, Washington. COVID. Patrol Officer Howard K. Smith III, Owasso Police Department, Oklahoma. COVID. Sergeant Joshua Wayne Stewart, Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee. COVID. Sergeant Michael Todd Thomas, Griffin Police Department, Georgia. COVID. K9 Kara, Ford County Sheriff's Office, Kansas City. September 6th, duty-related illness. And you had K9 Tito, Ufalo Police Department, Oklahoma, Wednesday, September 15th, cause of heat stroke. This one right here, the little dog up here, it's a local one. He wasn't on the list, but that's Ivor K9. He died of heat stroke. Me and you had discussed that one. Remember?
That's it. That's
the one that
left the dog in there.
Got left in the car and he died.
Some bitch should go to jail.
Last one right here. This lady's name is Laura James. She was a 911 dispatcher. She died of COVID. I knew her also. She was not on this main list. I'm sure there's more. Unfortunately, there's probably a lot more that don't get put on the list. I don't know if all departments might not relate stuff from COVID as a on-duty death, but I know they she served. So I added her to it. So all these men and women, it was unfortunate is that there's so many COVID. I mean, like I said, there would have probably been. I meant to count them, but I didn't. There would have been maybe four that would have been on here if it wasn't for COVID. I mean, you can see as I take them down, this list is just ridiculous. Last month there was more. I don't know, I looked at the numbers. But like I said, if you go look online and stuff at these people's pictures and they have their like bios and stuff on it, you can go look too. There's a lot of them are just they're young. They're actually very young.
Very.
So, I mean, in their 30s. So, and a lot of them don't look like they weren't in bad shape or nothing like that. So, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I know the disease dangerous. I mean, people like say, get the vaccine. I'm not anti-vax. I just believe that it's a personal choice.
No, my issue is when I got people like yourself and myself and several others that I know that are not in shape by far, and they get the COVID and bounce back, and then you get somebody that could run 9 miles in one day, drop dead of COVID. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, I mean, I'd love to harp about that canine unit. I know
we're not going to go off on it.
It's bullshit.
But it takes some personal responsibility. So anyway, that's that one for tonight. Like I said, we will be back Friday with a Kids Gone Wild one. I got a
real wild
shit ton of stories. We've been meaning to do this for over 2 weeks, and the stories just keep adding up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the internet issue you had didn't help none.
Yeah, the internet and hurricane, all stuff. But I mean, I'm not going to get into the story. I mean, I'm sure most people. I mean, they just had a mass shooting at a school in Texas today.
Yep.
Today, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, we got a lot of stories, and we're going to talk about. We're probably going to do that one
Friday.
I might be doing 8 o'clock my time, which would be 9 o'clock your time.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to shoot for because the weather's nice. I plan on going out and writing some more tickets Friday for overtime money.
Make sure you call them all in.
I got to get it. I got to get it. Out of getting is good, Aaron says that there was a kids one that just happened in Juliet High School too. You got to let me know about it.
Yeah, pass along the story. We'll share it.
If we don't get Ostera's got a friend that's a civilian. The dude works way too much. I might have to get you on here as a civilian one night. I know you're opinionated, so might have to get you on here one night with us. Skype you in, or we'll just phone you in, or something. However you want to do it. Like I said, these are not my favorite episodes. That's why I did the stories first. So
we should do that in reverse, so that we can laugh a little afterwards, and it's not so damn depressing.
No, I mean, because it just seems like if I do it first, it'll take away from these people's lives.
Oh, it does, and I mean, it's a tearjerker. I mean, I know you've been to enough of them. I have too.
Yeah, I've been to way too many. Last call on radio. Usually, that's hard for me.
Tearjerker.
I don't like hearing it. All right, folks. I appreciate everybody listening. If you're listening on podcast, Apple, go give us a 5-star, write us a review. Helps with the algorithm. Like and share if you're listening on YouTube. That helps too. Trying to get bigger. Bigger we get, the more I'm going to do. More we will do. Because Holster, except for tax season, I don't know what we're going to do in tax season.
No, I closed down my shop at 8 o'clock my time.
Oh, okay. So we'll be able to do it then.
I'll just do it from the office. So instead of you guys seeing me have this background, I'll be in a nice, comfortable chair instead of having to try to find a place.
But like I said, the more people we get, the more stuff we'll do. So if you want more content or whatever, I got some great stories. I got part 2 with Aaron coming out this Sunday. I may just do a record myself because I've had to help out in court this last few days on I didn't listen to trial, but I was sitting there. They were doing voir dire to pick a jury and stuff. And God, I was texting Holster the stuff I was hearing that these people were saying, trying to get out of court.
That'll be a good story episode.
Though, I mean, I could do an episode just on excuses on how to try to get out of jury duty that don't work. So,
yeah.
But
and the kid thing might turn into a two-parter too, because there's enough stories.
Yeah, we might have to do 2 parts on that. So, like I said, come back Friday and listen live, watch us, hopefully soon. I'm really tempted to go talk to my boss about seeing if I can come out this mask. I mean, I'm not in uniform or nothing. Bam did make this cool shirt for me. Look, it says Trophy Husband.
She ain't lying.
Somebody, yeah, the trophy. I'm like that big fat head on the wall. But anyway, like I said, like and subscribe. To my Canada people, I got your email and I got your stories. I just got it too late. And we had already picked out the stuff, and I had already started building stuff. But I do have your stories, and you had some great stories in there. Actually, the YouTube video you sent that was non-cop related, I laughed my ass off. I actually want to put it on one of the shows. I know it's old videos, but I've never seen it before. It's freaking hilarious. Appreciate it. Keep sending your stories in. We're going to had some pretty good stories out of Canada.
And by the way, happy Thanksgiving, Canada.
Huh?
They actually have Thanksgiving in October.
Oh, well, maybe that was
they
when
didn't
the
know
Indians gave them turkeys. I don't.
Yeah, no, I'll explain that to you later on.
I don't know.
They know what I'm talking about.
But
happy Thanksgiving, Canadians.
I really appreciate my Canadian up there, and you did right in there. Said you're not a cop yet. You I think you said you eventually want to be on. Hey, we'll get you on here with us one night, and we'll do something. We'll Skype you in or something. We'll figure something out. Anyway, everybody be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. And remember to always smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you.